If you had to choose between a short life with a lot of love in it and a very long life, which one would you choose?
The Waterman. Legend has it that he's still living up by the lake, searching the waters and the woods for his wife, so he could bring her back from the dead.
The MovieRoadShow with Irabor.
Hi, David. How are you doing?
Well, thank you. Very well. Nice to see you.
Yeah, glad to be here. I watched the movie The Waterman and I noticed a bit of adventure. What's your most recent adventure?
Oh gosh, my most recent adventure. Well, I was recently shooting a show in the UK and in a beautiful part of the UK called Somerset. And it just has incredible coastline and just going for a walk with my kids who are very adventurous and maybe more adventurous than they should be. And them climbing rocks and having me be completely terrified that they're going to be okay. It's one of the toughest things I find being a parent is allowing them to make mistakes, allowing them to potentially injure themselves.
Okay.
And so, yeah, that was an adventure we went on as a family recently.
So as you allow them to always injure themselves and learn, I'm sure you have like a first aid kit you have with you, like on a backpack. You just rip out the band-aid quickly. Oh, your leg. So you're protecting parent.
I wish. Yeah, I was a very adventurous kid growing up. I was one of those kids who threw themselves around so much. I have so many injuries from how adventurous I was as a kid. And as a parent, I'm so much more tentative as a result. My wife, on the other hand, is she's the one who'll just let them run riot. So I feel like we have a good balance. At
any point in time, maybe from your childhood, did you ever contemplate leaving your house? Did anything frustrate you to the point like, you know what, I'm going to leave the house today. Mommy, I'm going.
Yes. My mom, God rest her soul, she was someone who believed deeply that she had a voice the likes of Whitney Houston's. Okay. She just didn't. She was not the best singer, and she would sing at the top of her lungs. Okay. Over all of my cartoons. Anytime I was watching TV, all I would hear is "Lies, Johnny B." And those were days I really wanted to run away and never return. One day I made the mistake of saying, "Mommy, you can't sing," and she said, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus."
In the name of Jesus. The Nigerian accent has come out. I think maybe we should continue the rest of the interview in your Nigerian accent.
It will keep coming out.
Your movie is about a young boy who notices his mom is very, very ill.
I know this move's been hard for you.
And he's really desperate to find a way.
Where do we go when we die?
To just make her come back so that he can have a long, fruitful life with her.
No one knows for sure. The one thing we do know is that we have this time now. And we have to spend it loving each other every day.
This story, it's very heartfelt. I want to ask this question about audience testing. Do you go with a certain type of idea, regardless of what the audience may be in different parts of the world? Because right now, we have Netflix showing across the globe and you have different types of audiences. Or do you kind of find the type of marketing strategy to push it to different types of audiences, or you just put out the story like that and you hope that people would get it?
I think there's a balance to be struck. As an artist, you are bringing your experience to the storytelling. So I bring the fact that I'm a father. I've also seen my family members go through health challenges. The fact that I'm of Nigerian descent. So that's why you have Rukasani's music in the film, or you see some of the costuming that we put in the film. But I also, I've lived in America for a long time. So, I'm playing an African-American and an African-American family. So, I'm bringing all of my experience to the film. And because I'm a three-dimensional human being, you hope that will connect with other three-dimensional human beings. Of course, you have to bear in mind that hopefully millions of people, especially, if it's going to end up on a platform like Netflix, are going to see the film as well. But I truly believe that the universal is found in the specific. The specificity of my experience is what I'm hoping will resonate.
You're trying to sell me something, the answer's no.
It's about the waterman.
I noticed the wardrobe for Rosario. I also noticed the song, Rikasani, in the beginning and towards the end, Sweet Mother.
Sweet mother, love me like no other.
Very, very lovely, tapping into different areas of people's lives. What I'm going to ask,
I just want to know if the waterman is real.
Nollywood is, a growing industry. A lot of people kind of watch certain Hollywood movies and expect that Nollywood movies should automatically just be like that. They always try to figure out what the issue is. And the next thing they go to is,
Of course he's real.
all those Hollywood stars that are of Nigerian descent. What do they do, or what are they thinking of doing to partner with certain people in Nigeria? Do you have any ideas or moves that you're looking to make in Nollywood?
I think we are literally in the midst right now of the bridge between Nollywood and Hollywood being built. You look at the work of Genevieve Naji, for instance, and how beautifully, the production value, the performances, the script, just the reach of the work that she's doing. Adesua is also a friend of mine, and the work that these folks are doing is breaking through. And I think that what's about to happen, what we are in the midst of happening, is that break, so to speak, between Nollywood and Hollywood is going to completely be eradicated. Okay. And there's just going to be a lot more collaboration. That's something that I'm definitely looking forward to, and I'm working on as we speak.
Okay, so I see you already know your Nigerian actors. So I would love for you to name 5 Nollywood actors and 5 Nollywood actresses. I have about 3 minutes, so let's try and get that in 20 seconds.
I'm not going to pretend to you like I know that many of them. That's just the reality of it. My focus has been Western cinema, but anyone who sees The Waterman will see that the influences on me are clearly there. And so, there's so much that over the next 2 to 3 to 5 years is going to be being done in the Nigerian space for me.
Have you been watching any Nollywood movie? What's the most recent Nollywood movies you've seen?
Well, my dad, who recently passed away, he would just binge Nollywood films on Netflix. That was the thing that comforted him even in the midst of his illness. So I'm not going to lie to you and say I know them all by name, but I do love sitting with I did love sitting with him now and again, and just watching him laugh his head off as he watched those films.
So we have Waterman coming to Netflix very soon. We expect people to watch it. We want to hear their opinions. But let me even ask you, what's your top 10 movies or TV shows you like to watch on Netflix? Because we have a segment on my show, the MovieRoadShow, on Nigerian for FM here in Lagos, Nigeria. So we put it out there for people to always share. We always like to know people's opinions. Yeah,
well, I'm currently watching Call My Agent, which I really enjoy on Netflix. The Queen's Gambit was another great one. Lupin is fantastic.
Oh yes.
On Netflix, I enjoyed watching the film Bird Box a little while ago on Netflix. Gosh, I can't think of 10 off the top of my head. But
let me give you one.
Netflix, yeah.
Go ahead and check out.
This is paradise. Owó lásán ni. Mo ti lọ bú ní kí sì kò ṣiṣẹ́.
Okay.
God, yeah, very, very good. I'm checking the time. I would have loved to have interviewed you, full on my show for 1 full hour so that the audience can just get a feel, because they like to always have those who feature in movies firsthand, talk to them and, chat with them. So one thing we always do with our guests is we get them to sign off. So the name of the show is MovieRoadShow with Irabor Okosun.
All right, I'm David Oyelowo. Make sure you tune in to the MovieRoadShow with Irabor Okosun.
Thanks, David.
My pleasure. Take care, man.
Best. Yeah, take care.
Bye.
No one knows where to find him. No one except me. If you want to hear the rest of the story, you gotta pay.